I always find it funny. I'm not gonna, you know, this isn't me bashing SSOH, but his videos are like probably a much better length than mine. I'm gonna go ahead and say that now. His videos are 12 to 16 minutes or something like that. And he puts out 6 to probably 10 a day. And then people are like, oh my god, he puts out so much content. But then they don't look at the people who have 30-minute episodes who put out 4 in a day. Because they have less overall videos. Which is a little bit weird, but you know, math apparently is a thing people on YouTube don't do. Can't be expecting them YouTube commenters to do math. It's expecting too much. But anyway. I like to have like an hour to 2 of videos a day, which is more than most people are capable of keeping up with, I'll admit. I prefer 30-minute episodes. Apparently Avac does as well. I find it's, you know, it's good. I find it's a good duration. That way you get a good chunk of stuff that actually happens per video. And say it's not in a playlist, or you're on a mobile device where playlists don't have autoplay or something like that, excuse me. 30-minute episodes are really good because you have to swap videos less frequently, so. Who, what, where? 80 minutes of Terraria, and the power went out. Yeah, that tends to happen. .2 comes out tomorrow. You choose playlists? So do I, that's why I put everything in playlists, but most mobile devices don't have playlists. So there's no autoplay, so a 30-minute video for someone on a mobile device just, you know, I don't know, sitting on the train for a 20-minute ride or something, it'll probably be more useful to them so they don't have to go to the next video. Every mobile device has playlists, but not all of them have autoplay playlists. How do I know? Pay attention to Twitter, man, my god. The newest versions of Android have autoplay. That doesn't mean every Android has autoplay. The newest versions of iOS have autoplay. That doesn't mean all of them have autoplay. I believe the new YouTube app has autoplay, but it's a garbage app, so you have to use the website, which... I don't actually think the YouTube mobile website has autoplay. Could be mistaken on that, but I don't think the mobile website has autoplay. I almost entirely use LPs as background noise, and we're not researching anything this time. We're saving our mun-muns. Saving our mun-muns! I've been talking for 30 minutes about everything except this game. This video is not able to play on mobile stuff is,
All hands alert.
copyright usually.
Secondary objective
Like
added.
music videos, most of those you can't play on mobile because they've limited that. Best of the range does not represent a typical experience, yes. Oh my god, the frame rate. Look at the frame rate when I zoom in over there.
Objective added.
Oh, it's terrible. Like a 15 frames per second in that direction. Let's head over there. It's already turning nighttime, isn't it, game? The sun doesn't exist. Maybe it'll just start raining. It looks kind of rainy. Oh, there's the sun. Hello.
Enter engagement mode.
Most lyric video, basically anything with music, you're probably not going to be able to play on mobile devices because it's, you can't. If you live in Germany, you may as well just not use YouTube. Because Germany doesn't really like YouTube. They have very, very strict copyright laws in Germany. In fact, at some point, some of my videos were actually unavailable in Germany, and I was like, what? Why are my videos not available in Germany? Very confusing. I'm on fire. You made a couple Terraria videos that got 2K. Not too shabby. Please get off. You're still on me. Maybe I'm on him, but whatever. I like to be the one in control, as they say. I think I sunk an enemy ship. I'm not sure, though.
Light damage. Enter engagement mode. Fire and ammo depot.
And I exploded, so that's a thing that occurred.
Cancel engagement mode.
Guess I didn't really need that ammo anyway. It's alright. I should probably, well no, I was gonna say I should put auto fire extinguishers, but I'd rather have offensive systems, and the battleship can only have, like, I don't know, what is it, 6 systems or something? Dude, I'm trying to pull a freaking turn, and you ram into me? I don't have time for that crap. There's parts over here. I demand them. I think my biggest videos are still Supreme Commander. My biggest videos would have been Men of War if I didn't have to delete those, but whatever. What is it again I use to record console games? I use a Live Gamer portable from AverMedia. Why art thou curious? Most people probably found me from Supreme Commander. Men of War was the biggest, and it grew really, really fast, but then I had to delete it, and then I was gonna redo it, but I didn't feel like it. And at that point, someone else had already done videos of it that were big and popular, so I didn't really bother. Just let people watch his videos. And yeah, that World of Tanks video that I don't actually say anything in with details. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm blowing up that missile silo. The Castle Doctrine videos got featured in an article in a German broadsheet newspaper. You got more than a few people commenting that various other videos didn't play for them. Videos in Germany, like 90% of the videos just don't work. Also, if you haven't noticed, this is a repeat of a map from earlier in the campaign. This game kind of vaguely reminds you of Sid Meier's Pirates. That is quite the comparison. Just saying. The Live Gamer Portable is probably on the cheaper spectrum of things that you can get that can record 1080p. This thing does, when it's plugged into a computer, this thing does 1080p at 60 megabits a second. And then when you're using an SD card not plugged into a computer, that's where it gets the portable name from. It does 1080p at, I think the most it can do is 22 megabits per second, so you'd probably want to limit that to 720p or something. Would you stop shooting the mountain, you dinguses? Which is your favorite race out of curiosity? Excuse me, Cybrin. There's mines here. Well, I guess I'll just plow through those, because A, I don't have any way to detect them, so I'm not sure how it did that. And B, I have no anti-mine, so I'll just kind of float in here and hope I don't explode violently. It'll be alright. Ow, ow, ow. I may have just drove through a bunch of mines, I'm not entirely sure. I did Cybrin a lot, but Seraphim are kind of broken, so I would play them sometimes. And when I say kind of broken, I mean their experimentals are way too powerful. like, broken levels of powerful. I'm actually just kind of parked right here for now, I guess. Pick up some stuff here.
Moderate damage. Cancel engagement mode.
UEF has the best navy. Cybern has the best versatility. They're cheap.
Stop engine.
Well, they're cheap because they are powerful. I mean, when you have a bomber that drops nukes every, oh, I don't know,
Enemy battleship
30
sunk.
seconds,
Ship sunk.
I would consider that powerful.
Enemy ship sunk.
And then you have the super nuke, which is drastically less useful than just building the bomber, considering how expensive it is. You could build like 3 or 4 bombers before you built the super nuke.
Reverse engine.
That was some sweet timing, actually, because we're done now. And then just send 3 or 4 bombers at the base at the same time, and then the base would be dead, so you wouldn't need to nuke it. Yeah, they're supposed to be broken for the campaign because they're supposed to be more powerful than everyone else. But they kept that power into multiplayer because it wasn't balanced separately for multiplayer, so they have powerful experimentals at the same cost as everyone else, or cheaper in some cases. Like that bomber, not very expensive. Why not send 100 bombers? Because by the time you build 100 experimentals in a multiplayer game of Supreme Commander, the game would have already long been over. Especially if there's a Cybern player involved, because you can get spider bots out really fast. If it's a 4v4 game, you can get a spider bot out sub 10 minutes fairly frequently. Of course, that cripples the person building the spider bot because they're going to basically bum rush Tech 3, but still. The only thing about a nuke bomber is you need air superiority first. You don't need air superiority, you just need to not have interceptors by the dozen show up every time you build it. Y'all distracting me with this talk of Supreme Commander nonsense. That is not the game we are playing. Zoom in on the old man. Uh-oh, the woman you left behind. In a war situation, what are they gonna do to the poor woman? Who's apparently named Yai. No, not Yai. T3 air superiority fighters are, in fact, interceptors, if you're curious. They'll have stern words with her. If you didn't know what an interceptor was, an air superiority fighter is, in fact, an interceptor. Are you really going to sacrifice her? I don't really care if they're called interceptors. They're interceptors. It's T1 interceptors and T3 interceptors. That's what they do, that's what they're called. They're interceptors. When you lift an air experimental up, it's gonna get swarmed with interceptors and then die. That's how this works. He's retreating astern. He's very stern in his retreat, apparently. By the way, I'd like to point out the captain, the player we play as, has no eyes. It's a thing that takes a while to notice, but he actually has no eyes. Also, you know, just punch random people. Sounds about right. I'll just punch you in the face. Notice he still has no eyes. Ooh, the old man speaks strong words. That's why you build them under stealth fields. Any good player has scouting, which means, you know, you can only do so much to hide something. And if you're fighting someone who has airborne experimentals, you're probably going to build some interceptors. And interestingly, airborne things, even when they're not actually airborne, well, I should say things that can fly, even when they're on the ground, you can still shoot them with interceptors. Which seems a little bizarre, considering it's the only thing on the ground you can shoot with interceptors, but whatever. I think it's better just to surround your experimental build zone with shields and then roll with that. We'll save. Indeed. Indubitably. Indeedably. A poison dagger, apparently, is what this mission's called. In the Galapagos Islands. The Clapping Islands. This is where everyone goes to clap on an island, obviously. If you have a Paragon, you can make 100 experimentals in a game. If you have a Paragon in a multiplayer game, your opponent's doing it wrong. Amaga's fleet. Amaga's fleet is returning towards our ship. Commander to Scuba. Commander Scuba Diving. There we go. Commander Scuba. That's what he does in his free time. He scuba dives. Alright then. Herp derp, combat, derp herp. Blow up more ships is basically the goal here. I have 64 Commodores. What shall we do? Good lord, man. Gravity System 3, I wish I could put this on. I wish I could put that on this boat, but I can't. There's no artillery to do. We could look at hulls, I guess. I don't know. Why not? Can we get anything down here? Not yet. That's not where I want to be. There it is. We could get this for almost all the money, but does this unlock anything yet? No, is the answer to that. I don't know when this unlocks. Oh well, we may as well start that then. And then we'll save up our funding to go ahead and unlock battle carriers, I guess? I don't know if I... blarg. I don't know if I want battle carriers yet, because my guns are not really all that good. You can only use... You can use like half the aircraft of an aircraft carrier, and you can use half the guns of a battleship, so... I'm not sure if I want that, quite frankly. Especially when you can get this bad boy, 40,000 maximum weight limit. It costs, you know, 2 million funds, but you could eventually theoretically get it, so. Alright. That'll just have to do, I guess. We'll save our money. Mayhaps one day I'll actually save up 2 million. It's highly unlikely. But maybe one day. I don't have anything I actually need to put on that boat, do I? I don't think I do. And I also don't think there's any submarines in this map, so... I think it's just straight up battleships again, like last time. This dude likes his battleships for whatever reason. Like entire fleets of battleships and then some carriers, because apparently that's how you build fleets, I guess. My grave? I don't think you really know who you're talking to, man. I've killed super weapons.
All hands, alert!
I could make it dramatic and just sit here and wait for them to get to me, but that'll take like 40
Full speed
minutes,
ahead.
so. They're already shooting at me. How very rude. Very rude indeed. Also, my boat is like half sinking as we go through some of these waves. You should probably look into that. You're looking forward to waiting. There's a missile. There's a lot of missiles. Yeah, that's a lot of missiles. Can we not shoot so many missiles? Please? The music was calm, and then I got closer to them. So we have battleships. Although there's cruisers in here as well. Battleships and cruisers entirely? Literally just battleships and cruisers, so.
Engagement mode.
Also, please stop shooting. It hurts, sir.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Luckily I can one-volley these dudes, so it's kind of null and void what they want. I don't really care what they want, because they're gonna die. I don't even know what I'm shooting at.
Fire on deck. Fire
I'm on
contained.
fire. I'm not on fire. I think I just shot at like every boat in the fleet at some point here.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy
Alright, that's 1 out of 6. This isn't a very hard mission at all. Is that parts? No, that's ammo. I am on easy though, so
ship sunk.
keep that in mind. I am taking like 50% reduced damage or something silly. For the purposes of progress. I think I sunk an enemy ship, yes.
Sunk.
Possibly even a battleship at some point.
Ship sunk.
I just broadside that dude at point blank. That sounds painful.
Enter engagement mode.
Shoot things. It's engagement mode. That's what it's for. Look at the missiles, man. Stop it.
Cancel engagement mode.
I do wish you could turn off screen shake. But whatever.
Incoming torpedo.
Torpedo? I think someone just launched like 4 torpedoes at me.
Enemy battleship sunk.
It'll be alright. I should just fill the entire thing with high velocity guns and just have them auto fire.
Enemy ship sunk.
I think that might actually be more effective.
Cancel
Because I hate manually aiming unless it's a super
battleship
weapon.
sunk. Fire on deck.
I'm on fire.
Enemy ship
I think I caught fire from ramming people.
Enemy battleship
Seems a bit
sunk.
unusual. Hello?
Enemy ship sunk.
I'll just sit here, it'll be
Enemy
alright.
ship sunk.
It probably won't be alright, but I'll just sit here anyway.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Sometimes I wonder what Thomas is on about when he types
Enemy ship
things.
sunk.
This is in fact not how ship combat works. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. This is Ship Combat Historical Simulator 2013 edition. Or 20... oh... I don't remember when this game came out. 2005 edition.
Main objective updated.
And of course I explode and almost
Ship
die.
sunk. Full speed ahead. Reverse engine. Full speed ahead. Enemy battleship sunk. Fire
Oh, there's a
contained.
50% over there. We're cool, we got this, don't worry. Exactly like the textbook made it out, indeed. You prefer the battle of halfway.
Cancel engagement mode.
Alright. What are you doing over there?
Enemy battleship sunk.
That's nowhere near where I am. You're supposed to be killing me. You're 3 kilometers away. How do you expect to hit things with giant freaking battleship guns? Look, I can barely hit you and I have better accuracy.
Enemy ship in flames.
I think I just set a ship that was on fire. I'm not entirely sure though.
Enemy ship
I wish I could
sunk.
go faster than 40 knots. 40 knots is already really fast considering I'm a,
Enemy ship
what is it,
sunk.
14,000 ton battleship?
Enemy battleship sunk.
It's fairly light for a battleship, I think, actually.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Could be mistaken, but whatever. Die? At some
Enemy
point
ship
today?
Sunk. Enemy battleship
Thank you.
sunk.
Apparently we're shooting things. Hooray, what spawned over there? Oh, his flagship. Good. Not that that's going to be very hard to kill, but hey. Is that parts? No, it's funds. Thought it was parts sitting over there that I missed. You sunk my island. Wait, what? How would you sink an island, really? I don't think that's a thing that you can do. Maybe it is, I don't know. You dig it up? That doesn't sink the island, that just digs up the island. You doofus. You would have to dig out from underneath the island.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Also, I sunk a battleship. I'm really good at battleship, apparently, because I sink those things like crazy. I just sink all the boats, and then I win battleship, and then I get prizes. I like prizes. Do you guys like prizes? Would you like to die? CA Norfolk? The Norfolk live in California, by the way.
Full speed ahead.
If you happen to be curious, that's where all the Norfolk live. So there should be Amagi in the center there. Not that it really matters. He's just a slightly stronger battleship, but he should be in the center here.
Fire on deck.
Oh, and of course the first thing that hits me sets me on fire. Apparently that's pronounced Norfolk? Okay. Wiggle the boat, it'll set it on not fire. Are you lagging so much? I don't know. Because your internet sucks, or something. I don't know. Where's he at? There he is. The Hitachi. He makes computers, or something. Else it just exploded.
Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy
Also, these are
battleship
Yamatos, by the way, that I'm one-shotting.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Just so you
Enemy
know.
battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
Whoop,
Enemy battleship sunk.
he's dead. I accidentally just killed him. Wiggle the niblets. Wait, what? Boats don't have niblets.
Enemy battleship sunk.
I may as well shoot the rest of these just to see if they drop anything.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Which doesn't look like they will. What is going on with the shadows on that boat? Just saying. Don't know how long they were doing that, but there were definitely some shadow glitches going on. Play with the boat's nipples. You mean cannons? Oh, those are kind of like nipples, aren't they? Or maybe the machine guns are kind of like nipples, in which case this boat has a lot of them. It's like a super piglet. What do you mean he was rescued by an Empire vessel? We literally just blew up his boat like 2 seconds ago. Didn't see no Empire vessel. I got a tarp again. I'm getting so many good tarps. Zoom in on the old man again. I like the dramatic zoom. I understand how you feel, but I won't look up from this floor panel that I stare at all day. There must be something on the floor paneling that he just likes looking at. Because that's all he does. Every time he sits in his little captain chair, he just stares at the floor panel. I agree. See? Even he knows he stares at floor panels. I don't think that's what he was agreeing to, but we'll roll with it. It's watching the porn. How did he manage to get that on the floor panel? I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way specifically. Probably shouldn't ask how he got it on the floor paneling. But whatever, I've already said it now. We've researched almost a third of the total parts available in the game, and we've been playing for 13 hours. Sounds legit, yo. Oh no, it's super angry face guy again. The FF will now merge with the American fleet and carry out operations to liberate Hawaii! Exclamation point. He actually says exclamation point at the end of everything he states when he has that face. Just so you know. The Americans have a super weapon? Question mark. Ow. That guy looks evil, I just want to point that out. He's got like the evil eyebrow deal going on there. And he's got really pointy sideburns for seemingly no apparent reason. Why can't I have a super weapon? Why can't I just get the twin hull battleship? I am the super weapon. To be honest, I basically am, yeah. Let me wipe off my glasses real quick. I say real quick, but it might not actually be real quick. Especially if I do that. Yeah, that helps tremendously me. God damn it. Did I pop it back in? No, I didn't. Hold on a second. Jeez. I have fixed my lenses. We must now continue. Hooray! I think I can, when they tell me to read the chart, like read the letter chart at the eye doctor or whatever, I always don't feel good about that because I can't read the stupid chart. And they're like, well, start where you can read, and then I just say E. I can read the giant E at like 400 point font. That's what I can read. Now give me glasses. Damn it. They don't need to make sinking the aircraft carriers not a priority because they drop funds like it's going out of style. If I recall, this is a relatively difficult mission, so if you're playing on something other than, you know, say easy, but details. Nuclear Reactor 3 and beta systems. Which is actually all well and good, but I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And we'll redesign a vessel, mayhaps, among possible other things next time. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.